shining day in my life. You know he's my dog, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Houston Texans. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys... go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Wait, set. Wait, 20.
Check 55 to Mike.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear. 53, Linda.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they just all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the
Shadow. Hey, 66.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He hits White, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Wait, set. 380. Hey, Alabama. Let's go up. No, 66.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Wait, set. 29. Alpha. Hey, goal 66. Hey, goal 66.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady, he completes it right side to White. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too.
Wait, set. 180.
51, Mike, 51. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. On the left side, a catch by White. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Let's go, baby.
First down, Patriots.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Watch the pass. He's checking. Crash.
Hey, Alabama.
Now Brady. Throw left side, complete to Harry. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Brady gives to Michelle. And he's got room. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, we got to snap it.
Watson now throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Let's go, baby. Return over. Get that ball. Get that.
Hey, 59.
26, check 26.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Trevon Wesco. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So into Pats territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. Watson. Out to the right. He's got the tight end Waring. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Let's go.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
That's where you belong.
Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake, and it's third down.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Hey, 59. Take four.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there.
Watch the twist.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Kenyon Drake, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now he's going to swing this. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Lag SMH.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Switch it. Hey, check it.
They'll run with Michelle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
To throw is Brady. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. These two teams all tied after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a second down coming up. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And the pressure gets to him again. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Harry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down.
Wait, set. Wait, Eddie. Hey, let's go, Bandit.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
No. Check it.
They do go for it. It's Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And now off to the races down the right side. And it's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
61, Matchbox White.
On second down, Michelle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 28. They'll go jet sweep here to Dorsett, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Wait, set. Wait, put it. Mike 29. Wrap it. 22 jet bomber.
Check 49.
Alpha. Wait, and hit.
Now they'll throw with Brady. Got a man open. That's Harry. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
Go Bandit.
Michelle going to try again. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal.
Wait, set. 53. Hey, Alabama. I got you, son. I got you.
Brady now on third and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
He's crashing.
After the run, Watson going to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Motion, I got one.
Now a draw play with Drake. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th.
Check 37. Check 37. Hustle.
They're going for it. It's Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Kahale Waring, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
On their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because that incompletion's on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
New England on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, 66.
Shotgun now for Brady. Open man is Gordon, complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside, and I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah, you can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness, that's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Brady to throw again. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
You're set. 19.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Watson. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Go. Out, go.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. All you get is a headache. All you get is a
Adam, go.
From the 50, it's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
right there. All day, baby.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Rush steal.
Hey, wahoo!
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. $51's the mic, boys.
The final shot before half for Brady. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A carry for Foreman, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
54. Hey, let's go.
Now Watson. And throw right side complete to Parker. 16 yards, a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned,
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Pull it together.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Drake. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
This is it. 19, 9. I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 9 and go.
They'll run on first down. Foreman. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Come off the ball.
On 2nd and 9, Watson rolling to his left. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom, he took advantage of it.
Check 13. Check 13. Watch that.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Kenyon Drake. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hey, check Mike 33. Regular.
Watch the run.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Brady going to throw. This is White on the screen. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Come on, Mike, Alpha. Right there in the middle, 55. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Check, 55. Let's go out.
From midfield, here's Brady.
Let's go.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Gordon. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Keep playing.
And the Patriot first down.
Brady now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And now here is another interception. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't checking it, but the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Jam him, jam him, jam. 54, 52. Check 9, check 9. Hey, I got him. That's me. 55. Check 3.
On first down, Drake. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
You got right there.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Wait, that wide 20.
Let's go. Strong right.
72.
Hey,
Haywood.
3 down.
Wait, 28.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
I got you, son. I got you.
50.
Throwing again. Brady. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
All right, D, let's turn. All right, D.
Hey, Alabama.
Brady. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Check three, check three, check three.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And over the middle, this is Parker. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep.
And no timeout.
And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
31. Down him, go.
Banjo, banjo, banjo.
Down him, go.
Watson hands this to Foreman. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Running, it's Drake. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
What's that? 59. 19.
Alert three, alert 3.
Down him, go. Down him, go.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I think in normal situations, most play callers would probably shelve that play in this situation. But down in the red zone, got a little something extra to play with. I like the way that he took a shot and went after it.
Choose the mic. I got wide, I got wide. Check 24, check 24.
24 is down, he's coming.
Switch.
Down him, go.
On 2nd down, it's Drake, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Brady now to throw. The tight end Lacoste here out on the right side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzling me a little bit.
Right back to Drake. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 12 yards there and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Watch the shift. 24. Kill.
Watson now to throw. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And they just had another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game, and however it turns out, it turns out.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
72.
Play action. Now it's Brady. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. Left side, it's Dorsett. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14. And a Patriot first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Brady. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Regular.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Watson now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Running from the shotgun with Dre. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Drake. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On first down, Foreman, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Well, the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash and a bit of a tight angle. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Houston, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for New England, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game.